Hey guys, Bl'Art here. Shinryu can be a stressful place, with lockout content on top of lockout content on top of ticket missions that force you to use the BT character in the lockout content. Jiminy Cricket. In any event, I'm here to provide you with a sense of deep, profound, purifying realization and meditation and relaxation. The sort of thing you normally would need to meditate on a crystal or like some kind of gem in order to... Profound clarity is what we're seeking here. This is the DFFOO guided ASMR sleep experience for you have no idea how many times I botched this intro recording this. Anyway, it's been a long night. But we're going to be going ahead and pulling for Sherlotta here. I have her LD and I think she's a pretty neat unit. So we're going to be throwing some gem ticket things. You can see I cashed in some of my gem stash. I was approaching that paid cap, having resumed my Mog Pass, so we're going to just toss one of those tickets there and see what we get. Staying nice and tranquil, like I said, focusing with crystal clarity. We're going to be... Crystals are the theme of tonight's meditation. Sherlotta, from what I can tell, is a cat girl obsessed with crystals. I feel like that's an archetype that I've been seeing a lot in, I don't know, hipster communities or something. This joke sounded a lot funnier in my head. Well, like I said, crystal clarity. We know the goal, we pursue the goal. They juked us out with the gold orb into the FR orb into the burst. So that was we're real goddamn zen right now is what we are. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna? I kind of want to pick up Ida LD because I don't have that one. I want to, in collection purposes, all that jazz. But it'd be irresponsible to stop using the getting G tokens, I think, at this point. So we're going to continue on this banner. Anyway, Jesus, we're meditating really hard right now. Really hard as a hard as a crystal is what I was going to say, which is also, I think, kind of inappropriate. But god dang, that is a solid way to start this new burst cycle. Goodness gracious. Just deep breaths and clarity and zen and chakras and all that jazz, and we just you know what they say, good players, they get the weapons. I don't know about being a good player necessarily, but I'm apparently good enough to get the weapon. Well, whew. You know what, like I said, I want Ida, and we can use some dupes. Who knows, if we get some dupes along the way, why not? We're gonna go tickets until we get Ida, because that came really early, and as you know, I like to fill time a little bit, just to pad things just a little bit so that the video length doesn't give away what happened, and you can enjoy some suspense as you click into the video. But anyway, X-Death LD, nice. I have a whole rant prepared for X-Death, but I think I'll save that for another time. I'm just really disappointed with how they implemented his HP poisons in FR time. But anyway, yeah, Sherlotta. Reason I'm picking her up, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, skip Sherlotta for Lunafreya," and I think that's not necessary. A good player's weapon, you know the drill. God darn, are my chakras in alignment tonight? Oof! I can feel just straight up and down like a steel rod is how well aligned my chakras are. We're going to go ahead and use those G tokens right now before I forget to snag some sweet power stones. Remember when this only gave one power stone? Silly. But yeah, anyway, Sherlotta. So she's good. She's a good unit. Good, kind of well-rounded unit, really. She just, does a lot in terms of, providing good stats, good, brave gain, battery, solid damage for support. And so that's a solid thing to have in your back pocket. And you may be thinking, like, well, why do I need a character like that if I already am going for a character who's more powerful, such as Lunafreya, who I'd argue is probably overall a more powerful option, or something. And the reason I think it should be apparent at this point is because we get the curveballs. We get, you never know when you'll need something, a role player, a useful utility player who can slot in on an unexpected event, because we've been getting GL exclusive content with regularity at this point. I think you have to kind of plan for that. And the way I think to plan for it is to pick up just kind of handy back pocket units who you know can provide value if you need to slot them in. I think Sherlotta fits that bill. On top of that, there's kind of standard stuff like, there's kind of the classic, pull for the unit in the moment sort of thing. Like, we're going to have a month or however many months. We're going to have a number of fights until, before Lunafreya shows up, so there's that. You'll get some value from Sherlotta for that. You get the value of having a character now, as opposed to, waiting for a character later. So that, I think there's some intrinsic value to that, personally, but some people, if your resources are tight, you may feel differently, and I respect that opinion. But really, I think what it comes down to is just, you want to build a well-balanced roster in this game. You don't want to plan for just one unit, because eventually that unit gets locked out. And so I think having a variety of answers, and even if those answers sometimes kind of overlap a little bit, like, they're both FRBT supports with Brave Games or whatever, I don't know. I think it's healthy to kind of diversify a little bit, and that's part why I'm picking up Sherlotta now. I do plan on picking up Lunafreya when she comes around, because she looks fun as heck. But I think Sherlotta is going to do a fine job in the meantime. I'll lock this part, forget, of, actually, this is a dupe, yeah. We don't need to talk about what that is. Anyway, yeah, what was I talking about? I forget. I think I hit the big points, though. Basically, I think Sherlotta brings value because she's versatile and powerful, and at the end of the day, like, in a game like this, that's all you can really ask for, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying you should pull her. I'm not saying you have to pull her. I'm saying I think it's a justifiable idea to consider. Something to, give some thought to, like, maybe I should do this. I think the people are saying skip her for this next character. I never think the skip for the next one is a good idea, because then you're robbing yourself of something in the moment. And you never want to really do that, I think. It's, you gotta live life as you live it. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, and stay well. Adios.